Hi children, good morning to each and everyone. Welcome to our social classes. Previously, we discussed about the topic continents and the ocean from the lesson 2. In the topic, we learned about the continents and their names and which is the smallest one and which is the biggest one. After that one, we know about the another topic name is called the oceans. In the same time, there are 5 oceans are there: smallest one, biggest one, deepest one, and where they are located. This is the 2 topics we completed in the lesson 2, page number 7 and 8. Children, I hope you can open the textbook, lesson 2, page 9. Page 9. In the previous topic, we learned completed page number 7, 8 and half of the page number 9. But now we are in the page 9. The topic name is called the continental drift. See children, the topic name is called the continental drift. Before we going to the explanation, once you go through the what is the meaning of continental drift. Also, we can take them as a keyword. Continental, Continental, continental. Continental. What is called a continental and what is called a drift? It's very clear and simple. Continental means gives the all the 7 continents. Drift means the gap. Continental means all the 7 continents. Drift means gap. That means all the 7 continents, how they are moving from one to another. One to another is nothing but a continental drift. Yes, open page 9. Even we all know the earth. We all know the earth, the third planet and the living planet. Appearance has been changing since its formation. Since its formation, you see in the page 9 paragraph 1, a beautiful sentence is there. Once you look into the textbook part, the earth's appearance has been changing since its formation. Since its formation, we all know that the earth was born before 450 crores years ago. How many years ago? 450 crores years ago. The earth was born. Approximately its age is 450 crores years ago. 450 crores years. From there to up to now, it changes its appearance. It changes its appearance both inside and outside. Both inside and outside, it changes its appearance. Inside the temperature earth is very high. If you see, we all know the shape of the earth is in a oblate sphere. Oblate sphere. This is called the oblate sphere. What we speaking here, Nana? The inside of the earth is where temperature is very high. Is the temperature. Another keyword is called the temperature. 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 The second keyword of the topic is temperature. What is called the temperature? Temperature is nothing but a heat. Heat, vedi. Temperature means heat. The inside of the earth, temperature is very high. Inside means this is the surrounding of the earth is this one, Anna. This is called the surrounding of the earth. It is like in a oblate sphere, like in a spherical shape. The inside is this one. This is called the center of the earth. This is the topmost layer of the earth. This is called the center of the earth. When we go inside the earth, its heat is very high, very high, and also the heat even melted the rocks. That much of heat was inside in the earth. Even though the heat of the inside of the earth, even the melted the rocks, melted the rocks. We live on the hard outermost of the earth. You see here in the page number 9, it's given so clearly. The inside of earth is very temperature is very high. In the same time, even though the center of the earth can melted the rocks, even though the rocks are very stronger, the rocks are also melted here. The rocks are also melted here. But we the people, all the living beings on this planet are living on the outside part of the earth, and this is called the crust. C-R-U-S-T. The outermost layer of the earth is called the crust. So clear enough? What is called a crust? The outermost layer of an earth surface is called the crust. It's very important. It comes as an 1 mark in the examination. What is called the crust? The outermost layer surface of an earth is called the crust. The layer is cooler and harder and compared to the earth interior. Here is very important. You see in the page number 9. You see the topic is continental drift here. All the 3 lines which is given in the textbook, they are very important. You underline with the pencil. In the same time, after my completing of the lesson, read once, twice and thrice. It comes up to the your next classes also. What I say, the outermost of the earth is called the crust. Compared to the inner part of the earth, it is very harder and the cooler. So clear now? When we compare with the inner part of the earth, the outermost layer of the earth name is called the crust. It is harder and the cooler and makes easy for the living things. You see, the crust is made up of many sections. The continents are located on these sections. All these continents, all the 7 continents which we learned in the previous topic: Asia, North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Australia and Antarctica. All these 7 continents are located on this surface. Already we learned in the topic 1, the earth has 2 features. One is the water bodies and one is the land masses. The large land masses are called the continents, and the huge water bodies with salty water, they are called the oceans. The complete earth was divided into 2 parts. One is water body, one is the land masses. Here we topic about the continents. The continents are located on the part name is called the crust. Again you see Nana. Actually the earth, complete earth was divided into 3 parts. You can learn here. First one is called the crust, where all the living beings exist there, and second one is called the mantle, M-A-N-T-L-E, mantle, and third one is called the core. And again the core is divided into 2 parts. One is called the inner core and one is called the outer core. This we are having in the 4th standard. More than you can learn in the higher classes. The earth completely divided into 3 parts. The topmost layer is called the crust. The center point, the middle part we called as a mantle, but the center of the earth, it is called the core. Again this core was divided into 2 parts. One is called the inner core, one is called the outer core. One is called the inner core, one is called the outer core. Now you coming into the page 10. Once you see here. All of you see here in the page number 10, you can see the four pictures are here. Four. Here 1, here 2, here 3, here 4. These four pictures indicates our earth. See, in the picture 1, it is different from picture 2, it is different from the picture 3, it is different from the picture 4. Here all the pictures are indicating our beautiful earth, but they are different from one picture to another picture when the time will goes on. Once you see, as many years, after the many years of moving around the continents have reached the current positions. This is called the continental drift. After so many years, after 450 crores years later, the earth was slowly moving. It changes its parts from one place to another place, and the current positions are taken from the so many years ago. Come, how they will happen? Continents are always moving around very slowly. We all know. Here you see, and once you see, Nana, this is the present scenario of our all the continents. All the 7 continents you see here. Here you see North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, Antarctica. You see in the textbook, page 10, you can see in the first picture, and you can see the picture 4. Once you see the page number 10, picture 1, 2, 3, 4, and which I showing in the map in the video. This is very, very different from the pictures which is given in the textbook part. It is the present scenario of our earth. You see here, Nana, in the textbook part, we can see only 3 parts. The earth was only divided into 3 parts. And you see the picture 2, the earth was divided into 4 parts. You see in the picture 3, the earth was divided into 5 parts. Now you see the last picture, also called the present day, and which I show the map in front of you. Keep the map in front of you. This is called the present day of our earth. This is the present picture of our earth. Now there are 7 parts. The complete earth was divided into 7 continents. Here in the first picture, it was before 225 million years ago. It was divided into 3 parts. The complete earth part was divided into 3 parts, Nana. Now second one, after the 150 years later, it was divided into 4 parts. Later, 85 million years ago, it was divided into 5 parts. Now present, it was divided into 7 continents. This was the present scenario. Now how they will happen? We already discussing, the continents are always moving. Continuously they are moving very, very slowly. We cannot see the movements of the continents with our eyes. And we cannot feel also. We cannot see, we cannot feel the movements and what we call moving away from the one place to another. We cannot feel them and we cannot see with our eyes. But this will happen. That's why it will make 3 into 5, the 5 into 7 present days. Even now, the continents are constantly moving. It is true or lie, we don't bother, but we have to obey it one. It is in a true, the continents are constantly moving, constantly moving. Most of the times we don't know, even the continents are moving or the water bodies are expanding or coming forward or backward, we don't know. But the truth is the continents are moving, the water bodies are expanding. However, sometimes we can feel a section of the continent recently, a section of one continent named called the Asia. You see here, Asia, the biggest continent. Some part of the Asia continent moves fastly. In the year of 2015, in the year of the 215. At that time, we know the continent has moved forward to each side. What happens at that time? That happens, you see here in 2015, we get tsunami in the Nepal, one of the biggest natural disasters that happen on the earth planet because of the continental drift. Continental drift, because of the some plates of the continental drift move to the eastwards in the continent Asia near the Nepal. It causes the biggest national disaster tsunami in the Nepal in the 2015. When it happens, we know. Otherwise, with small things we cannot identify on this planet. That caused a major earthquake in the Nepal in the 2015. In 2015. Why? Because of the continental drift. Come on, children, just we go through the conclusion of this video for today's topic. Continental drift means moving or expanding the continents from water body to another place. Constantly moving in a fraction of time. It is called the continental drift. Because of the continental drift, at some places we can identify the biggest natural disasters like tsunamis and other earthquakes. Recently in the Nepal 2015, we face it. Children, I hope we will, once you go through the textbook part and once you know about the continental drift, it's very important. It will come in the higher classes also. Once you go through the textbook page number 9 and half of the page number 10, if you have any doubts, once you call me and again we can repeat in the revision period. Up to then, read all the important words and keywords and difficult words, 5 times, and send it to me. Thank you. Have a nice day.